river of fire flows from Mount Etna during crazy eruption.
Tout le monde est en panique, tout le monde descend. Ouais, truc de ouf là.
Satellite images have captured a river of incandescent lava flowing down the slopes of Europe's largest active volcano as it erupted violently, sending a huge plume of ash, smoke, and toxic gas into the sky over Sicily. Satellite images have captured a glowing river of fire flowing down the slopes of Mount Etna during an explosive eruption that also sent a huge plume of ash, smoke, and volcanic gas high above the Italian island of Sicily. At around 11:20 a.m. local time on June 2nd, a giant avalanche of superheated ash, known as a pyroclastic flow, suddenly erupted from near the summit of Mount Etna and hurtled down its western flank. Experts believe the fast-moving ash plume was released when a section of the volcano's caldera wall collapsed. The shocking eruption sent tourists running for safety, but no one was injured or killed. During the eruption, a plume of volcanic ash was also released, towering up to 4 miles (6.5 kilometers) above Europe's largest active volcano. The plume was made of sulfur dioxide, which is toxic and can be deadly in high concentrations. However, the eruption stopped within 6 hours, meaning that the plume and its impact on the environment were short-lived. One of the European Union's Copernicus satellites flew over Sicily during the eruption and captured stunning images of lava flowing down the mountain in the opposite direction to the pyroclastic flows. The fiery river went largely unnoticed because people were focused on the towering plume. However, the molten rock did not reach any populated areas. In the images, the glowing lava is surrounded by dark patches of land stretching toward the Mediterranean coast, which could be mistaken for a giant shadow cast by the 11,013-foot, 3,357-meter mountain. These dark patches are actually made of fossilized magma left over from previous eruptions. The sight of lava flowing from the volcano's summit is a reminder that we live on a thin layer of cool crust above a hell of molten rock, he added. Mount Etna has been erupting periodically since November 2022, according to the Smithsonian Institution's Global Volcanism Program. However, for most of that time, the volcano has been relatively quiet, occasionally rumbling, spewing small amounts of lava, or emitting giant, perfect circles of smoke. However, this latest eruption is the most powerful eruption since 2021, during the volcano's previous eruptive phase, which lasted from September 2013 to June 2022. During that previous phase, the volcano grew more than 100 feet, 30 meters, in 6 months, after experiencing 50 consecutive eruptions between March and August 2021. Some media outlets initially reported that the latest eruption was the largest since 2014. However, this was later proven to be incorrect. Mount Etna has experienced more than 30 distinct eruptive phases over the past century, for a total time of about 76.5 years. The volcano's unusually high level of activity is due to its position on the boundary between the African and Eurasian tectonic plates, as well as the high levels of volcanic gases that build up in its magma chamber. Its eruptions are often captured from space. In March 2021, Landsat satellites captured striking images of lava flows descending the mountain's slopes. And in February 2022, astronauts aboard the ISS snapped a photo of a volcanic plume rising above Sicily.